Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
Alright, cool. Welcome back to another art study, everybody. Good to see y'all. Today, we're doing part 2 of that happy sun illustration I was doing last time. But this time, we're gonna animate it.
So open up Procreate Dreams, grab your pen, and let's start by tapping the plus here in the upper right corner. This will open the Create New Movie screen, and you can slide up and down until you find a format that you'll like. For this tutorial, we will be working on a square canvas. Now while you are in this screen, you can tap the three little dots and decide how many frames you want per second. 24 is the standard, and you can decide the duration of your animation. We'll make it a bit shorter. We'll tap here and set it to 10 seconds. And then over here you can tap empty to open an empty Procreate Dreams file. This is Dream 1, our first ever Procreate Dreams project. Let's tap it here, and then you can see some options. Let's go to Properties, and we are going to change the width and height. We are going to adjust it to the illustration that we have created. So let's tap here, let's double tap, and set it to 2500 by 2500. And then tap enter. And of course you can add your name and photo. We don't need to adjust anything else, so let's just tap done. And now we need to import all the layers that we have created for our illustration and that we want to be able to move individually. First we'll tap the plus and add a content track. You can see that we have a new track over here. Then we'll tap the plus again and tap import from photos. And then first we'll import our background from our illustration. Let's tap it, then tap add. And now the entire track will be filled with our background illustration, our background layer. Then we'll tap the plus again, create another content track, which will be on top of our previous one. We'll tap the plus again, tap import from photos, then we'll tap the sun rays, and tap add again. Now we are going to repeat these steps. So again, we'll tap the plus, tap content track, tap the plus again, import from photos, tap our sun, tap add, and do this until you have all the tracks ready. So now we have all the layers from our illustration in separate tracks. And Procreate Dreams has some similar gestures as Procreate, so you can tap with 2 fingers to undo and with 3 fingers to redo. But in this case, with these tracks, you can also slide with 3 fingers to zoom in and out, and also move up and down, and you can pinch to make it fill your lower side of your screen. Now over here, you'll see these 2 little squares. Once you have that selected, you can make a selection of different tracks just by making a looping motion. You can select multiple tracks, and let's say you want to make them a bit shorter, then you can just tap and hold here and use that slider to make your track shorter or longer. Then just tap that again to get out of that option, and here you see your playhead. That's where you are in your animation. So if you have it here and then press play, it'll go from left to right playing your animation, but of course nothing is happening yet over here. So let's just pause it and let's start creating our first animated layer. We'll start by animating the rays of our sun, and those are on this track over here. If you zoom in, you can see it. Those are those sun rays. And I want to make them smaller. I want to make them small and turn our sun into a moon and then let them expand again. So let's move our playhead to
5 seconds.
5 seconds. Then we'll tap the playhead and then we'll tap move. We can make an action here. So we'll tap move and then we'll tap move and scale. Now we'll drag this lower handle and we'll drag it like this until we can't see the sun rays anymore. Now I want them to stay like in for a while and then expand again. Let's zoom in here. And as you can see here, you see that little icon, the move and scale. So this is the point where it's scaled to this size. I want to duplicate this. And as you can see here, you see that little icon, the move and scale. So this is the point where it's scaled to this size. I want to duplicate this. And let's tap over here. Double tap and now you can see that we have another one of those icons. So right here we have a duplicate. Move and scale. So this is the point where it's scaled to this size. I want to duplicate this. And let's tap over here. Double tap, and now you can see that we have another one of those icons. So right here we have a duplicate. Then we'll go to the end, all the way to here. And make another. Let's tap move again. Move and scale. And I want to make it big again. Let's expand it. But I want to be precise, so let's zoom in, tap this little icon, and then here you, and I want to make it big again. Let's expand it. But I want to be precise, so let's zoom in, tap this little icon, and then here you'll see scale X and scale Y. Let's tap it, set it to 1, this one as well, so that it's full size again. Now just tap outside, pinch to Y, let's tap it, set it to 1, this one as well, so that it's full size again. Now let's just tap outside, pinch to zoom out, and now let's check what we have done. Let's tap play. It's getting smaller, it stays small for a while, and then it'll expand again. Let's tap pause, and let's move on to the...
Hold on.
It's getting smaller, it stays small for a while, and then it'll expand again. Let's tap pause, and let's move on to the next section. Now, by the way, when you're pinched out and you see your entire timeline and you press play, you will see your entire animation. But if you are zoomed in like this, then you will only see this part. So if I press play right now, it'll just shoot this. Not much is happening, but it'll move back here, and you'll just see that part of the animation. Let me tap pause again. Now, while the sun rays are getting smaller, I also want our sun to turn into a moon by changing the color. So let's zoom in a little bit to our track with our sun, and around 5 seconds, I want it to turn blue. So let's tap our playhead, then we'll tap filter, and I will tap this little icon. That's the use saturation brightness option. Let's slide to the left here, set it to blue.
Oh.
Let's also turn down the saturation a bit. I think
35, 30.
this looks nice. Of course, I do want it to turn into that yellow color at the end again, so let's make one here as well. Let's go all the way to the back. Tap it, turn on a filter, go to HSB, and then set this to 180.
Hey, Diogo Morera 127. What's up? Welcome. Controller? No. I'm watching a video while doing this. Oh, what's up? Welcome in, man. How's your day going?
And the middle one to 50, so that it's all back to normal. Now let's play again. And see how it's getting smaller, it's turning blue, it's staying blue for a while, and then it'll get back to its previous form.
No problemo. Pretty good. Got back from work. Now playing some Duel Links. Nice, nice. You kicking some butt in that game?
180. And the middle one to 50. So that it's all back to normal. Now let's play again. You can see how it's getting smaller, it's turning blue, it's staying blue for a while, and then it'll get back to its previous form. So in just a few minutes, we have already created a simple animation here. So I think you're already noticing that animation in Procreate Dreams is quite different from animating in Procreate, where you can only create frame-by-frame animations. And
oh man, trial and error dueling? What deck are you using? Or decks?
this is a was saying that animation in Procreate Dreams is quite different from animating in Procreate, where you can only create frame-by-frame animations. And this is a keyframe animation. So we made a keyframe, like the blue moon, and then it gently fades into that keyframe moment, and then fades into the next one. So there's no need to
Trying to cook a psychic level 3 deck. Interesting.
make frame-by-frame animations.
Yeah. All the decks I got, pretty sure they're outdated at this point. I mean, still good, but you know, I'm sure everybody on the higher tiers and everything is using the same deck or some variation of it. But I just stick to what I know and what I'm comfortable with using.
Now, of course, Procreate Dreams does have frame-by-frame animation. If you want to make a frame-by-frame animation, let me just demonstrate. Let's make a new content track. Let's go to the beginning here. And then when you tap this little icon over here, you go into drawing mode. And then when you slide down here, you see this little flipbook. And that's like an old-fashioned flipbook. You can draw, and then you can go to your next page.
Yeah, I surely haven't. I surely have not. I ain't gonna lie, I did get a little bored of it. But seeing other people play and all that made me want to open the app again. That's usually how it goes.
And draw again, and draw again for each frame. If you want to see your onion skins, or in other words, see what you did on the previous layer, then you can tap here, and then turn on show or hide onion skin. You can also edit them. You can change the color of your onion skin. You can turn.
Yeah. Oh yeah? You be doing digital or traditional drawing? Or both? Who says you have to choose just one?
Turn down the amount of frames you'll see, turn down the opacity, making it easier to create those frame-by-frame animations. But this is just a little detour. Just wanted to show you how you can use this, but we won't be using this for this super easy animation we're creating right here. So let's turn this off. Let me just undo my strokes and then tap here, turn off the flipbook so we can see our timeline again, and then tap and hold on this track.
What you say? Digital, but for logos, you sketch them out first and then go to Illustrator and make them. Nice, nice.
To delete it. Now while we have our sun turning into a moon.
That's what's up. What you be drawing though? Is it anything Yu-Gi-Oh related or just, you know, whatever pops into your mind?
Change the opacity of our stars. Step back to delete it. Now while we have our sun turning into a moon, I also want to change the opacity of our stars. That's this track over here. Now in the beginning, I want the stars to be invisible. So let's tap here at the beginning, then use filter, and then choose opacity. Let's tap it, turn it down to 0%, and go to 5 seconds over here, tap it. Again, use filter, then use opacity, turn it up to 100%, and then over here at the end, we are going to turn it down again. So tap it, tap filter, tap opacity, and turn it down. And then again, you can check your animation and see how this is looking.
Nothing Yu-Gi-Oh related. You made Scyther's new logo? Oh, that was you? Nice. The one he's using now. Gave it to him as a Christmas gift. Well, that was kind of you. That's what's up. It looks good. When I first noticed, I was like, damn, you rebranding? Dope. Yo, what's up, my boy? Welcome in.
You can see the stars appearing, and then they will fade away again. Now, while all this is happening, I also want the plants and the clouds to move a little bit. Let's start with these plants over here. Those are the ones.
Which one is that? 1, 2, 3 from the bottom. What was it?
On the left.
1, 2, okay. It's really simple, but he loved it. Hey, sometimes simplicity is all you need. Not everything needs to be overwhelming and just like in your face or nothing for it to be awesome.
Now to make this
As long as it gets the point across, right?
move, we are going to use the recording option, which is a super hand.
Yeah, minimalism is. Shoot, I consider myself minimalism at times. Nah, I'm not flashy and all that stuff, but still good. Still good.
The easy, intuitive feature in Procreate Dreams. Let's turn off the drawing option here. Then we'll tap this recording icon. Just tap it. Then tap over here and decide what you want to do. I want to go to move.
Appreciate you. I be trying, man. It wasn't until like maybe a month or 2 ago that I actually started doing these art streams. Soon as I found out how I could actually do them. But yeah, I appreciate it. I'm just doing these to just learn from the people I be following when I'm offline doing these. What's up, DD? Redeeming the bonk. Never used Procreate though. I should. Yeah, Procreate is awesome. I was finally able to buy the animation version of it, Procreate Dreams, which I'm using right now. But give me a second after this ad is done. I'll tell you more about it.
we'll tap this recording icon. Just tap it, then tap over here and decide what you want to do. I want to go to move and then use distort.
And now back to our program. But yeah, I'll talk to you later, Diogo. Goddamn, almost said Diego. I had freaking Latin in mind. But yeah, Diogo, I see you in the Discord, so I can post this stuff. I'm gonna love using this app. Seriously, it's amazing. And the fact that I'm already a little bit familiar with keyframes makes it easier to adjust to this.
Now while recording is turned on, we can go in here, and decide what you want to do. I want to go to move and then use distort. Now while recording is turned on, we can go in here and we can simply move it around and the timeline will go, and we can just move it until we are at the end. Gently move it like this. Now we have recorded that motion. Now let's just turn off the recording and tap play to see what's happening. You can see our leaves moving gently, and well, this was super easy. We just recorded this. Now let's tap pause again and do this for the other layers as well. Let's start with these clouds now.
Okay, and right above that.
This layer, we'll just go to the start, then we'll hit record again, tap over here, and you can see you can also use filters for this. You can also record changing colors or changing opacity. You can record anything, but we'll go to move, and this time let's use warp. And recording is on, so we can just go ahead and move it around, and every time you let go, our playhead will stop. So you don't have to be fast or anything, just gently move it around and try to be at the starting point once you have reached the end. So let's go up a little bit like this, and then let's stop our record. recording and check it out. You can see how it's gently moving, very slowly, very gentle. So let's move on to the next one. We'll go for these leaves. Let's go to the start.
Underneath the green. Record.
Hit record. And for this one, I want to use the stored again. So let's just use these. Go very slow. Use this handle, just the top two. Move it outward, inward, something like this. And let's just continue and work on this one. Go to the start. Let's tap it. Move it outward, inward, something like this. And let's just continue and work on this one. Go to the start. Let's tap it. Go to move. And in this case, again, let's use the stored. And then just move it around. You can see the other things moving. Just very gently. Now let's stop this. Let's check it out again. Let's hit pause. This is looking great, and you can actually stack these recordings. So let's see. Let's hit pause. This is looking great, and you can actually stack these recordings. So let's say you also want your flower to become really huge. You can hit recording again, tap over here, use move, go to move and scale. And by the way, besides making it bigger or smaller, you can also tap till you see this little corner and rotate it. Well, let's say you want to rotate it during this recording. Now we need stop this. And tap play. You can see that we have multiple motions. Now I think this might be a bit too much, so we can just hit pause and double tap to undo this. And let's move on to the front club. Let's look. Let's go to the start. Let's record. Tap over here, then tap move. Let's go to warp. And then we are going to use these handles to gently move them around. And you can make very small motions here and then later make extra movements, make an extra recording, for instance, till you have the movement that you like. Now let's check it out. Let's tap play. I think this is all moving very nicely. Let's hit pause. For a final touch, I want to add some. Let's tap play. I think this is all moving very nicely. Let's hit pause. For a final touch, I want to add some clouds that roll into our illustration. And to do that, we are going to make a track on top of the others. So let's go to the top, tap the plus, tap content track, and now we are going to draw. So we'll hit this icon over here. Now for the brush, let's go to the charcoals, brush it, and use divine charcoal. And for the color, I want to use this one over here. Let me show you the value.
FFD6C8. You good? Not much. Just animating.
The hexadecimal
What you ordered to
is
eat?
FFD6C8. So you can just enter that here if you want to use the exact same color. Now let's draw some clouds. Now just make sure that you place your playhead all the way to the left and on the right track. So we need to be on the empty track. And then let's just draw some clouds. Don't mind the blue around it. I'm actually not sure why that's showing up. But you won't see it later on. Let's make a bigger one over here. Just make rounded motions. And one over here. And then let's make another track list. Tap the plus. Let's give it a content track. And then let's make more clouds. You can see that the blue has disappeared. Let's make some more clouds here. Now let's add another one here. And a small one here.
Lasagna. The Garfield Special.
Just keep it simple. Something like this is fine. Now let's turn off the drawing option. And now we are going to move these clouds into our illustration. Let's start with the first one.
Okay. Now, how did I do this last?
Something like this is fine. Now let's turn off the drawing option. And now we are going to
Fill the duration. Go to like
a small one into our illustration. Let's start with the first one.
2 seconds.
Let's go to 5 seconds. That's where I want it to be. And now we are going to move these clouds into our illustration. Let's start with the first one. Let's go to 5 seconds. That's where I want it to be. Well, inside, let's tap the playhead, then go for move. Use move and scale, and move it into our animation. Then I want it to stay there for a while, so let's zoom in. Let's find that little icon here. And then let's duplicate it by tapping here and tapping it again. So now we have it twice. And then we'll go to the end, tapping here and tapping again. So now we have it twice. And then we'll go to the end. And if everything is really small here, what you can just do is slide with 3 fingers to make it big again. Then over here, we'll use move again, tap move. Everything is really small here, what you can just do is slide with 3 fingers to make it big again. Then over here, we'll use move again, tap move and scale, and slide to the left. So that it's outside of our frame. And we'll do the same for this one. Let's first go to 5 seconds, tap the playhead, use move, go to move and scale, place it over here. 5 seconds. Tap the playhead, use move, go to move and scale, place it. Over here, so that we have some clouds. Now let's zoom in. Let's find that little icon here, tap it, then go here, tap again. To duplicate it, then go all the way to the back, then tap over here, so that we see our little playhead, then tap that, use move, then move and scale, and place it outside of our frame.
You just watched this dude on the stream get dogged by this 10-year-old on Mortal Kombat when a 10-year-old was talking mad shit too. Damn. Said there's levels to this shit. Streamer was like, one more. If you win, I'll end stream. And kid gave him a 3-piece combo real quick. Was he a man of his word though?
Now let's zoom out here, or just pinch, and now let's play our animation. Let's see if it works. There are our clouds. They are waiting for a bit, and then they will move out. Wonderful. Now the possibilities with these keyframes and with recording are endless. You can see how with just a few steps we have created a nice animation that would have been super complicated to make in Procreate. I would advise you to go ahead and explore Procreate Dreams, experiment a lot, animate your previews, you can draw the tutorial results, and let me know about any of your findings. Now, of course, once you have created your animation, you'll want to share it with the world. If you want to do that, then you can just tap the name of your animation here, which is Dream 1 in our case, and then you can tap Share. And then here you can share it.
He immediately got off stream. I would too. Sheesh. I mean, if I said so. I mean, I wouldn't want to just end it after just one terrible ass whooping. Was like 300 something people in there too watching. Sheesh. Hello again, DD.
As a video.
Hold up.
The name of your animation here, which is Dream 1 in our case, and then you can tap Share. And then here you can share it as a video. And depending on who you want to share it with or where, you can decide if you want good, better, or best quality. And then once you tap it, it will
Where is the... Yeah, it should be on the good one. Had a good laugh, though. That was entertaining. I'm sure.
Sport for you.
I hope the guy that lost was a good sport.
You can just save your video, airdrop it, and then let's just spread some sunshine. If you'd rather just enjoy your animation right in Procreate Dreams, then you can just hit play and then tap 4 fingers on.
Okay. We have the finished result. I can never hold this damn thing at the right angle.
The screen to watch your animation full screen. I hope you have enjoyed following along this tutorial. Let me know if you did, and if you want more Procreate Dreams tutorials, of course. And then I will see you next time for the next video. Thank you for watching.
But yeah, once again, there is a link to the artist whose video I was following, Art.With.Flo. She's who I mostly have been following for a minute when doing most of my drawing practices. She does good work. She does good work. But yeah. So, of course, before I go, I gotta do my shout-outs. And also, to all the people, sorry if I missed it, the ones who followed me when I was offline, I appreciate all of y'all. You know who you are. Thank you for that. But firstly, let's go with the first time chatter, Diogo Moreira 127, coming in from Scyther's Discord. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of the evening. My boy / mod, Mark Madness TV. Appreciate you coming through. And I hope you're enjoying lasagna. And Roy DDD coming through. Started off with a bonk, but you know, I'm just glad you used the sound alerts. Most people haven't been touching those, so I know they was a bit dusty, so I appreciate you for making sure they still work. But yeah, this app is fun. I'm gonna keep messing with it off stream too to be getting pretty good at it. I don't know what it'll be, but I'm gonna make some of my own stuff using most of these tutorials and the things I've learned. Yeah, in case anybody wants to join the Discord, probably give me some ideas of something they would like to see me give a try with, you know, some of these techniques. Feel free to jump through the gate. Let me know. But yeah, until then, I will see y'all next time, which is tomorrow, because I'm going to be trying out Palia, even though I watched somebody play it and they were damn near about to tear their hair out. But it was a good time. They passed it because we were there cheering them on. But you know, I'm hard-headed. I got to see for myself before I can really give a true opinion on it. But yeah, until then, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Flame out.
Feeling welcomed makes every experience better, like apartments that are pet-friendly, resorts that are family-friendly, and universities that are transfer-friendly. At University of Phoenix, we'll help you get every transfer credit you deserve. We accept eligible credits from over 5,000 accredited institutions. And when you transfer in 12 to 60 credits, you're eligible for up to a $3,000 scholarship. Finish your degree in tech, healthcare, education, or business today at phoenix.edu.
I had to get back on and say thanks for coming through, Queen. The Queen G22, aka Donatello's #1 fan. Thank you.